When it was all over, the children he never had came to play in the house he never finished. The home he built for the woman he thought he loved. It lay empty and abandoned for years, dust covering the marble floors, while the wind echoed through its broken windows. Only the orange trees he planted eventually bore fruit. But he never smelled their blossoms. The Sheik, they called him, those who didn't know him. And a whole generation sang his melody.
I'm the Sheik of Araby. Your love belongs to me. At night when you're asleep, into your tent I'll creep.
I was a screenwriter at the old Metro studio in those wonderful days before the screen learned to talk and say nothing. I remember I was up past midnight struggling with a rewrite of the final scene of The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse. My only companion was my pet monkey, Coco. We had a pact. I fed him peanuts, and he never criticized my work. Get your hands up. You do that again and I'll try not to miss. Now come over here. Keep your hands up. Move over here nice and slow. Slow. Easy.
Please. For 2 days I don't eat. Don't call the police.
Hello, get me the Hollywoodland Patrol.
Please.
Hello, this is 4025 Sunset Mountain Drive. I have a burglary suspect here.
I beg you.
Well, send somebody fast. I'm holding a gun on him. It might go off.
Please, let me to go.
Get back.
I've never done such a thing.
Neither have I.
And now, 2, 3 days, I eat nothing. No job, hungry all the time. I'm sorry. You must believe me. A woman so beautiful, so...
So gorgeous.
Si, so gorgeous. You see, I'm a poor immigrant. From Castellaneta in Puglia, in Italy, in the Europe. I starve in Puglia. So I come to New York. I starve in New York. So I come into Hollywood. I starve in Hollywood. Viva l'America. And now my mother, my poor mother, 82-year-old, blind, sick. She die if she hear Rudolph in jail. She die. She died.
Hey, Paisan, I write for films. I've written that scene 4 times.
But it is true. Some of it.
Well, don't tell it to the police here. They go to the movies, too.
Okay. You want to know something? You're not really beautiful. Your mouth too big and you're too small.
But the gun is just the right size, huh?
Don't move. Don't move.
Stop him! That's the thief that broke into my house. Stop that. Let him go. Stop it, you animals.
Robbing your house.
That's a lie.
So you said so yourself.
Well, I said it to get even. I called the police out of spite. We were upstairs making love. We had a fight, and I grabbed the gun, and he jumped out of bed, and he ran downstairs.
Well, how did he get his pants on so fast?
He's Italian. You all right? Did they hurt you? You Cossacks.
I was wrong. You are beautiful. Do you have any wine?
The champagne comes later. Did you ever steal anything before?
When I'm small, I take a few lira. My mother find out. She cry. She locked me out of the house. For 2 days, she locked me out of the house. I never forget this. So I come to New York to become a millionaire. Maybe she will stop crying.
How'd you get to New York?
Like everybody else. 200 Italians and 1 salami in a leaky boat.
Don't grab. Don't feed Coco. He has high blood pressure.
Oh. I was a busboy, then a dishwasher, then a waiter, and then a gigolo.
Where?
You know that film, the big restaurant, 45th Street?
Sure. I used to live in Brooklyn. They let me cross the border occasionally.
There I danced with the rich ladies. When the husband out of town, $5 hour. When the husband in town, $10.
What a sad way to make a living.
What sad ladies. Too sad for me. So I come to California, where everybody's happy.
Huh. Unless they work for Metro.
Here, I will grow oranges. Buy an orchard. Then I will build a castle. Then I will send for my mother and give my mother the key.
Can you tango?
Tango for strut, bunny hug, turkey trot, all the latest animals. $5 hour.
Let me see you tango.
But I'm eating now.
Now.
Why?
Well, this film I'm writing has a small part, but it's a good one. The man must be a dancer.
But I'm not an actor.
Pictures don't talk. You just have to look like an actor.
Does it pay well?
Orange juice every morning. Maybe that down payment on your orchard.
Okay. This is the lady.
You're crazy. How are you gonna make a hero out of a guy who looks like a hitman for the Black Hand?
from what you tell me, maybe he is.
I think the scar on his cheek is kind of sexy.
You think I'm sexy? That doesn't prove anything.
Oh, makeup will cover it.
What about the cauliflower ear? Earmuffs?
The important thing is that he's right for the part.
Since when did that have anything to do with the price of potatoes? Have you had him up to casting?
I have dragged him all over the lot this morning. Nobody will even listen to me.
Well, what'd you expect? A writer is supposed to stay in a closet and write. They turn into pumpkins if they come out in the daytime.
What are you doing?
I got bored with this place.
Oh, Jake, you weren't fired again. Why didn't you tell me?
3 times I tried to call you and give you the good news. Why didn't you train that parrot to answer the phone?
Who'd you tell off this time?
Oh, I was impartial. Marcus Lowe, the shoeshine boy, the cop at the gate. I'll have to drive a tank to get back on this lot.
Well, maybe it's a good thing. I mean, here's your chance to get even.
How?
Jake, this is the Four Horsemen. It needs a wild, crazy kid for the gaucho who makes love to half the women in Paris and dies gloriously in the war. You know who the studio wants to play the part? Tom Mix. Now, he's never made love to anybody but his horse.
I heard a rumor the horse turned him down.
Oh, Jake, please. I love this scenario. Don't let them drown my baby.
What can I do?
Well, give him a build-up. Publicity's your racket. Make the studio want him.
Can he act?
Can Tom Mix? I mean, all he has to do is photograph well. Who's going to know if he can read a line of dialogue? I mean, aren't you the guy who said the right kind of publicity can turn any bum into a movie star?
Any bum with 2 ears, I didn't figure you'd dig up Vincent van Gogh.
Oh, Jake, please. It's my whole career. Now, I've never asked you for anything before, have I?
Not even a ring.
I'm too smart a girl to ask for the impossible.
Okay. I always wanted to sell an icebox to an Eskimo.
Oh, Jake, I love you too.
It's going to be a challenge, all right? Stand up, son.
I'm not a piece of meat.
Well, he's got a certain native charm. Don't you want to come along for the ride?
What ride?
The one we're going to take this town on. Down the roller coaster, around the carousel. The whole world's gone crazy because it found out pictures can move, and it's raining money all over Hollywood. Grab a bucket, get all you can. We'll be partners.
What does partners mean?
The straight communist ticket, share and share alike. I get 50% of everything he earns.
For how long?
Well, let's not be too specific, but I kind of like the word perpetuity.
Oh, no deal. I mean, if he's got a future, it should belong to him. 10% for your end.
Why are you on his side?
Because you're both thieves, but he's so terrible at it, I feel sorry for him.
What'd you say your name was?
Rodolfo Guglielmi.
No good. Sounds like a shoemaker.
My uncle is a shoemaker, the best in Puglia.
Yeah, that'll sell a lot of tickets. We better nail back that ear.
Plaster down the hair and shave off the mustache.
Make his father a count, his mother a countess.
Go to hell, both of you. I don't want to be an actor.
This boy is sick.
Why I leave Italy is per avere dignità, to have dignity. Be my own man. Nobody tell me to do this, to do that. You don't change my name, my father. You cannot force me to eat dirt.
This is Hollywood. We all eat dirt here. It pays so well.
Not enough. Grazie molto. I hope your Tom Mix gets the lousy part.
The lousy part pays about $350 a week. You'll find that'll buy a lot of dignity.
Maybe even a few orange trees.
Think it over.
In those innocent days, everyone wanted to believe in Alice in Wonderland. So Jake let them. He wrote a byline story about the heir to a wealthy Italian royal family who was seeking a career as an actor in Hollywood. A week after the article appeared, Metro asked to test Count Rudolph Valentino. If it turned out okay, Jake was going to build our boy up as the greatest lover since Casanova. If it didn't, Rudy had nothing to worry about. Jake would help him get deported.
Hey, Count, ready to roll. Drag it out here.
do it the way you did it in rehearsal, and you'll be fine.
I wish I was dead.
Good. Then you'll be too frightened to ham it up. Now, be nice to your dancing partner. She is very friendly with the casting director. Well, here he is.
You've got to give me more. See, the camera doesn't hear you. It only sees you. When you get angry at Laura, you've got to be 3 times as angry as real life.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? What?
People are not so stupid. It shouldn't be more than real. That's a mistake in all films.
Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense. Now, you'll do it my way or you're out on your royal rear end, capiche?
But I was only...
Louse it up for both of us. I need this job, too.
I still think...
No, forget your account. You're an actor. Actors aren't supposed to think.
Okay. Now, Laura, Rodolfo, let me see you really get angry this time.
Roll it!
Phonograph, action.
Your lips have to move. Say something romantic.
I'd like to throw up.
You're trembling. You're actually trembling. Ooh.
You wouldn't understand. You're already a star.
Not really. A starlet.
What does it mean?
It means sometimes I sleep with the casting director.
Okay, now let's see you get angry.
You were just making dialogue.
No.
You're lying.
Don't call me a liar, you stupid jackass!
Build it up. Give me more.
Hit me! Ah, harder! Ow!
Knock her down.
You're supposed to knock her down.
You want the job? Knock me down! Ow!
But not, that's my own shout.
Ah! Ow! Ow! Damn you, I'll tear it off you! Ow!
Are you all right? Are you all right? Huh? Are you all right? Are you all right?
Well, what do you think?
Laura Lorraine for the girl I like fine. Good. But not for the dancer, for the nurse. The Italian looks Italian.
Oh, Sam.
I don't care if he's supposed to be a count or a marquis. The American women won't go for him.
Sam, remember you turned down Douglas Fairbanks.
I was right. Wait, you'll see.
What do you think?
He photographs like a foreigner. And foreigners have to play heavies. American women won't trust them.
They trust American men?
They marry them, don't they?
Who's talking about marriage? I'm talking about sex.
Shh.
Sam, this is 1920. And we've just been through a world war. Women are wearing one-piece bathing suits. They're drinking bathtub gin. They're dancing the black bottom.
Not with me.
Sam, the only thing that hasn't changed is the screen. I mean, we are still pretending that sex was invented by Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm. Now, why can't we be closer to reality? I mean, every housewife has slept with a man, even if it's only her husband.
Because movies aren't real. People go to the movies because they want to dream.
What do you dream about, Sam? Indians?
I dream about if this picture doesn't get started soon, I'm going to go broke.
Yeah.
And then you wrote the scene all wrong. The hero shouldn't hit a woman. They'll hate him.
Sam, you ever hit your wife?
How could I? It's her money.
Well, maybe you should. I mean, women are bored. They're restless. They're tired of being protected, and American men are dull. I mean, if we're going to buy a dream, we're going to buy the one about the handsome foreigner who drags us into his bed against our will.
You'd like that?
Oh, I'd love that, Sam. And so would your wife.
No, she wouldn't. She'd tell him she's got a headache.
I'm beginning to buy it.
Hmm?
Half villain, half hero. It's fresher than the old American boy.
Well, that's why I wanted to do this script. I mean, that's one of the things the Four Horsemen is about.
For your information, I'll tell you what the Four Horsemen is about. It's about war, conquest, pestilence, and death. Every one of them box office.
It is also about sex, Sam. And the effect that the war has had on women's attitudes toward it. Now, sex can be the biggest box office of all.
Is the boy any good?
He photographs well. Also, he moves well. I must say he surprised me. And he comes off a lot better on the screen than he did on the set. I'm with June now. He's worth a gamble.
Okay, I made a decision.
Good.
I'll ask my wife.
Oh, Sam. While we waited for the producer's wife to make up her mind, Jake got his royal client invited to all the important Hollywood parties, loaned him his best suit to wear, and rented the most expensive foreign car in town for him to drive. I think it was the first time Rudy had driven anything that didn't neigh. One thing to be said in favor of bootleg gin. It really got a party going. This happy couple didn't find out till it was too late that they were already married to each other.
Jake, you want a drink?
Listen, if the cops come, pull the plug, will you? How many has Rudy had?
Who's counting? Look at him. He drank all the free booze he could find. Now he's starting on free food, so he can sober up.
I'd like you to meet the most beautiful Russian in the world, including Metro, Alla Natsimova. This is Count Rodolfo Alfonso Raffaello Pierre Philibert Guglielmi di Valentino.
Really? I have been to Italy and have been entertained many times by the royalty. How is it that I cannot remember meeting any family named Valentina?
It's very strange. They said they could never forget meeting you.
Charming.
Yes, you have no idea. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Rudy! Rudy! Rudy? I just spoke to Sam on the phone. His wife saw the test this afternoon.
Yes or no?
Excuse me. I think you better have a drink
He's
first.
had 6. They took.
If it's bad news, I'm gonna...
She said that you gave her more thrills than she's had in 12 years of marriage.
Damn, with faint praise.
You're to be at makeup at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're in!
Thank you.
Oh!
I love you.
Will you stop being so Italian? It's only a feature roll.
A featured role? It is 200 orange trees. Jake, did you hear? I love you. I love you.
I love your magic spell is everywhere.
Stop! Snap my brassiere now.
And you did it. You talked them into it.
No, it was a team effort. Even your little friend Laura helped. She put in a good word with the casting director.
Laura. Laura! Laura!
No! No! Wait! This is a rented dress!
I got it! I got it! I got the bar!
What? I can't hear you!
My suit.
I got it! How can I thank you enough?
We'll think of something.
You think she's teaching him how to swim?
No. How to drown. It took all night to drive to the Nevada line in those days. But Rudy and Laura made it. Perhaps it was a foolish thing to do. But this was the age of foolishness. Rudy didn't know it then, but this was one of the happiest moments of his life. He couldn't find anyone to marry them.
Please.
We have to be at the studio by 8.
Oh, the skies are beautiful.
Soon we'll be married. We'll have plenty of time.
No, there'll never be a time like this. Never such a time.
Stop! I'm trying to drive.
Oh, please. There's a little hotel just a few miles.
You don't know what you're doing to me, Laura. Stop! I'm not.
So I want to. Oh. Please.
Okay. wrong?
Well, why don't you be such a nice guy? I'm 2 months pregnant.
What? Porca miseria.
That's rather rush. Oh, I wanted you to think it was yours.
What is it?
What difference does it make? He doesn't want it. Or me. I'm sorry I got you involved.
You love him?
Little louse.
You would have told me. I'll marry you anyway.
Oh, for God's sake, will you stop being so nice? Get angry. Can't you get angry at me? Hit me.
You're not in front of the camera now.
I suppose you're too good for me now.
I didn't say that.
Foreign cars.
It's not mine.
What about your Italian title?
You don't believe that? I thought everybody knew.
You mean you're a phony? You're another Hollywood phony? You tricked me. You tricked me into this whole thing.
Which one of us is pregnant?
You're gonna spread that story all over town? I hate you. Let go of me.
We are both crazy. In 10 minutes, we decide to get
You tell one person I'm pregnant, and I'll tell everybody I left you because you're not a man.
Don't lie.
Don't you call me a liar, you stupid jerk.
We've played this scene before.
Yeah, well, I've got a new ending. You're gonna be sorry you started all this.
Hey, Laura, stop! How will I get back to the studio?
Fly, you stupid fairy!
Damn it!
Must have been a hell of a honeymoon. Who won?
We both lost. It's all over.
Out again, in again, Finnegan?
Can I wash up?
Come on.
Laura left me out in the desert. I got a ride on a cattle truck.
Thank God. Thought something was dead.
Something is.
Studio's been calling all morning. What happened?
She got tired of married life before it started.
That's a new record. Even for Hollywood.
They couldn't find the justice of the peace. So, now I have one marriage in the half.
You were married before?
Yeah, 2 years ago. Isn't everybody?
Except me.
I can't go to the studio like this. And I have no time to go to my place.
Here. I think they'll fit.
Where are those from?
I take in dry cleaning.
Do you also shave?
I'm a writer. I live in a dream world.
Do you dream of a shaving brush? Thank you. It was all a mistake.
Well, we all make them. The Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse opened in Hollywood on March 6, 1921. The word was out, and everyone who was anyone was there. Even Alan Azimova, the studio's biggest star. And Rudolph Valentino, the nervous orange lover. They shot this scene the day Laura filed suit for breach of promise and attached his salary. Luckily, none of the critics could read lips.
Okay, girls, gather around. Stand up. Come on. Let's get together here now. Come on, come on. Now, remember, when you see Valentino come out, I want you all to yell, Rudy, Rudy, we love you, Rudy. Now, you two, I want you to wait till you see the photographers, and when you do, make like you want a souvenir, a button, but be careful. I rented the suit. Now, you three, I want you to get right next to him, and when he touches you, I want you all to faint.
Where's he gonna touch us?
I don't know. He's gonna ad-lib. Now, what difference does it make? You're each getting $10.
We were witnessing the unreasoning, unfathomable force that finds a Galahad for every generation. Rudolph Valentino had become suddenly, bewilderingly, the first symbol of sex for American women. And it didn't take Hollywood long to pick up the cue. We've been driving for 2 hours. Where are you taking me?
Be patient. It's a beautiful surprise. Look over there. I want you to know, you are the first one to see it. You must tell me what you think, but you have to say yes.
Rudy, you are a child. You cannot afford any of this.
I just signed a new contract for pictures.
Yes, but at the old salary. You're still an immigrant. You went out and you bought this stupid car.
I pay only a little down, a little each week.
For how long?
I didn't ask.
Do you know I have a monkey that wouldn't sign a deal like that? You should be kept on a leash.
Wait and see. I have another surprise. Would you please get out of the car? I also paid a little down on something for you to say thank you.
Oh, Rudy, that's lovely. But I already have a wristwatch.
Please take it. I have to spend my money fast. Laura's suing me. They say she will garnish my bank account. That is the right word in English, garnishing, eh?
Yes, that's the right word. 2 more romances, you'll speak like a native. Oh, Rudy, that's so lovely. You know, Jake once gave me an egg timer.
Look, there is the house. Have Doris send my mother a photo. A castle.
Building them like outhouses now?
It can be fixed up. It will be beautiful.
Rudy, don't send for your mother yet. Tell her she's got a good boy, but she never should have taught him to write his name.
No, I must buy this. Look, oranges, millions of them. Over there, lemons, grapefruit, and blossoms, like in Puglia. Smell, smell.
Oh, Ruth!
Smell.
Yes, I smell it. Now, put me down. Come on, now, put me down.
That's how beautiful the new pictures will be. Because that's how you write.
Oh, I get it. You want to borrow money.
Shut up and let me say something nice. I always want to make films with you.
Well, I think you'll get tired of that.
You know how to make everybody love me.
Well, that is easy. You see, you're the guy who jumps on a horse in one bound, or rides into battle on the back of a camel. You're the hero with the sword who fights a dozen villains to save the heroine from a fate worse than death, whatever that may be. I mean, you're the fellow we all wanted to be when we were small. But me more than anybody because I was only a girl.
I always have to be like that?
Always. Never get caught in a two-pants suit, and always right with a feather. Rudy, I found this book. It's called The Sheik. It's got a lot of camels in it. It's perfect for you. You could wear a sheet through the whole film. And then, if we can get it, there's Blood and Sand and Monsieur Beaucaire and...
And Camille?
Why don't you give me a chance to surprise you?
You finished the scenario.
Yes, I finished it, and I spoke to Nazimova, and I told her that she would be crazy if she didn't insist upon you to play Armand opposite her.
Well, tell me, quickly.
No, not quickly. Now, you're gonna have to think about this. Nazimova's last two pictures died at the box office. And you're on your way up. Everybody's trying to latch on to you. Be careful of sharks.
I'm not so naive as I look.
Oh, you couldn't be. Now, Nazimova wants to see you tomorrow when you finish on the set. In her dressing room. I arranged it, but please, be careful.
June, why didn't you tell me before?
Because I was afraid you'd run out and buy Beverly Hills.
You're the most wonderful woman who ever lived.
I know.
Next to my mother.
Rudy, do me a favor, huh?
What?
Don't buy this place. Can't stand the damn orange blossoms.
The film The Four Horsemen. I thought it was absolutely charming.
Only a Russian would find a World War charming.
A sense of humor. A rarity in handsome men. Did you hear that, Natasha?
Huh?
She was with the Russian ballet. She has no emotions. Since she was 3 years old, she's been standing on her toes. Destroys the nerve endings. But she's the greatest designer in films. Her sets and her costumes are absolutely fantastic. So I put up with her.
Oh, I know all about her.
No one knows all about her. Well, Natashka, what do you think? Have we found our man for our Camille? If she agrees, the role is yours. I rely on her judgment completely.
Please, I'm playing an Eskimo film now. Save me.
No, Natasha Rambova is a very serious person. No one has seen her smile. Well, Tsarina, leave the drawing for a moment. This is more important. What do you think of Mr. Rudolph Valentino?
When were you born?
First, you must tell me how old you are.
Not the year, the month, the day.
May 6 and May 7.
I am not joking.
Neither am I. My mother says I was turned around. At midnight, I started to back into the world. 20 minutes later, the rest of me finally arrived. It was the next day.
Taurus. He'll do.
Well, that's settled.
That's it, like that?
Yes, you have the role.
The most important moment in my life decided like that?
What did you expect? Trumpets?
No, but something. Have you seen me in The Four Horsemen?
No.
Have you ever seen me when I wasn't wearing an animal?
It isn't necessary. The stars decide everything.
Not for me.
For everyone.
I don't want it. I don't want a part because Maria Rand was born before midnight. But I'll take it. I want to buy an orange grove.
Armand, you're come. But it is too late.
Oh, Camille, you must not speak of death. But life. Live for me. Yeah, let me open the window. To life. Oh, come in. You were all my world. With you, I had all things. Without you, nothing.
Close. I am so sleepy. Do not wake me.
Oh, Camille, dead. Dead.
Good, great.
Bravo! Bravo! Imagine a leading man who is not afraid to weep.
You're going to have to do it again. Too much bosom showing.
But I'm dead. What difference does it make?
It makes the nightgown I designed look terrible.
Ah, what a tyrant.
You had me crying, too. When did you become an actor?
I wasn't acting. I received a letter from Italy this morning. My mother died. She could never see her castle.
Oh, Rudy, I'm so sorry. I'm so terribly sorry.
Poor boy.
Will somebody stop those stupid violins? They're driving us out of our minds.
Shall we quit for the day?
No. Movies are the only things I have success at. If only my mother could have known.
Why don't you tell her?
Natasha, she's dead.
Maybe I can help you reach her. Tonight at my house.
Come on, Natasha, not a seance. I mean, I'm sure Rudy doesn't believe in that garbage.
Perhaps his mind is more open than yours. There are levels of consciousness we aren't even aware of. Will you let me try?
I've done things more foolish.
Not lately.
Without beginning, without end, this is the bond between us and the dead. Within this circle, we call upon the spirits to join us here. If you hear me, answer once. Someone in this room has lost someone near and dear to them. Very near and dear to them. Who is it? Rodolfo, sono tua madre.
That's not my mother's voice.
You've upset them.
Rudy, please sit down. Darling, I know how you must feel, but we're only trying to help.
You didn't know my mother. She was a strong woman. If anybody could come back, she could.
You owe her the benefit of the doubt. Rudy, please.
Okay, start the act again.
You've upset them once more. I don't know if... Rodolfo, ho saputo della tua relazione orribile. Mio figlio, Pinocchio.
Non inventarti storie.
Pinocchio.
Shut up, you old fake! Shut up!
Che cosa fai, no?
Hai sentito quella vecchia befana?
Sì, è vero!
Ma lasciami andare!
I think you should apologize. Madame Tullio and her friends are my guests. This is my house.
It was my mother who died.
She would have expected better manners of you.
What do you know about my mother? She would have spit on that old fraud. I wonder what told their lies about me.
What lies?
You heard what they were saying. Finocchio.
Rudy, I don't speak Italian.
Laura must have spread them all over town. It means homosexual. Shut up. Shut up.
Is that what's worrying you so? Darling, this is Hollywood. They say that about everybody.
How would you feel if they said that about you?
What makes you think they don't? I was a dancer. They say that about all ballet dancers. They say that about me and Nazimova because we're always together.
Is it true?
Why don't we find out about both of us?
I hope you enjoyed my music.
It's lovely.
So here's your robe.
Just slipped into something comfortable. I thought it was expected.
With you, you never know what to expect, Natasha.
Natasha. In a pig's eye. Bublichka. My name is not Natasha Rambov of Leningrad. Winifred Shaughnessy of Salt Lake City. I can't even make borscht.
How did you get to be Natasha Rambova?
Same way you became Rudolph Valentino. I made it up when I joined the Russian ballet. With a name like that, I didn't even have to dance.
Perhaps with a name like Valentino, I don't even have to be romantic.
Highly overrated. If a man and a woman really love each other, sex is the least important part of it.
In a pig's eye.
I didn't really bring you here to seduce you tonight. Though we'll probably get around to it someday. It's in your horoscope. I cast it today.
Do you really believe in that?
Of course I do. What do you believe in? Calvin Coolidge?
What I believe is that you planned the entire evening.
Rudy, you're going to be a very big star.
And Nazimova's pictures are losing money.
Do you drink vodka?
I don't know. I never drank any.
Good. We'll try your virginity. Did you know that I chose all the scenarios for her films? I designed her sets, chose her leading men. I gave her a career. Good boy.
Good God.
I can do even better for your career than I did for hers. I could find good literature instead of pulp novels for your scenarios. I could design splendid sets for you. And I could help you to get out of that terrible contract you signed with the studio. It'll only make them rich, not you. I'm being honest. Is that so terrible?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm afraid I might fall in love with you. And come home on another cattle truck.
You might at that. Everyone says I'm a barracuda.
That's a fish?
Very wise, very fierce.
That's what I need right now. If it's on my side.
I'm very much on your side, darling.
Until a bigger fish comes along.
ready. Sam, I just finished the screenplay. Rudy loves the idea. I think it's the sword and the burnoose that got him. You know, he's like a kid about costumes.
As long as he doesn't have to pay for them. You know what burnooses cost today?
Oh, Sam, you'll make it back 10 times. Did I tell you the big scene? The sheik drags the English girl off his horse, carries her into his tent, throws her down on the bed.
And then we fade out.
No, then he rapes her.
Shame on you. I knew your mother.
Well, we'll cut to the clouds, the moon, the desert.
You can cut to the Pope. They'll close us up anyway.
Sam, I'm telling you, it's a new day. Nobody believes in the stork anymore except you and Amy Semple McPherson.
Well, let me think about it. Maybe if we can find a way to keep from going to jail, we'll make it.
Oh, Sam. That's the spirit that made the industry great.
What's that pirate doing here? Did you invite Jesse Lasky?
Of course not. He must have heard the applause and crawled through the window.
That Mamza thinks he's going to steal Valentino for his studio. You tell him that I own Rudy's contract.
Sam, you're not leaving.
You want to know how much I hate him? I'm going home to my wife.
Well, nuts to the graphic. How about the New York Times? It's unbelievable. The papers I didn't pay off are giving Rudy bigger raves than the ones I did. Destroys your faith in human nature. Boston.
Jake, you think Rudy would walk out on a contract?
Might get pushed.
Well, I'll have to talk him out of that.
Want to talk him out of Natasha, too?
What does that mean?
Whatever happened to us? We were such a lovely couple.
Oh, don't be silly, Jake. Rudy doesn't even know I'm a woman.
As bad as that, huh? Philadelphia.
Hello, Jesse.
Hello, June.
You know, I don't approve of kidnappings in my house.
You, haven't heard the ransom offer.
June, dear, we're only trying to do what's best for Rudy's future.
And you know all about the future, don't you, dear?
You must have heard, darling. I have a crystal ball.
No, darling. I heard you had two.
May I have this dance?
I don't want you to use her on any of his films. I want her barred from the set. She's trouble.
Who isn't?
Now listen, I know what you think. But if she helped Nazimov, I get to the top, she can help me.
Oh, all of a sudden you want to be at the top.
What's wrong with being rich? I tried being poor.
You're just like all the rest of them now. What happened to the orange grove?
I was a child.
I like children. They don't jump contracts.
Lasky says his lawyers can get me out.
Just for a handful of silver, he left us. Just for a ribbon to stick in his coat. I don't suppose they read much Robert Browning and Puglia, do they?
I'm not leaving you. You are coming with us. Why don't you listen? Lasky wants to make the chic.
You told him my idea?
Yes, of course. Natasha says the book is trash and your scenario will have to be written, but I know
Would you like my opinion of Natasha?
No,
Why not?
because as soon as we can arrange it, we're gonna get married.
Mazel tov.
June, we're all gonna work together. After the chic, we'll do Blood and Sand, and then Bouquet. And all those stories we've been talking about. Natasha likes them.
Well, excuse me all to hell, but I got another assignment.
June, they're all your ideas. They'll all belong to you. Come on.
Why don't you go dance with Natasha? Maybe she'll let you lead.
All right, I'm sorry. I should have realized that. I won't sign the deal with Lasky. Not if it means hurting you.
I am not a charity case. And you take the screenplay, you take the stories, you take the ideas, I make you a present.
All right, I will.
Good. Whoever told you you could dance? You know, you've been stepping all over my feet. was added to the English language. The newsreels breathlessly covered the whole story. Every man wanted to look like Rudolph Valentino. Except Jake, who decided to look like a barber to help out. It was his greatest promotion. All the more frightening because it became a snowball careening downhill. The faster the money came in, the faster Natasha helped spend it. It was no contest. No matter how much Rudy earned, Natasha kept gaining on it. He started to build her a castle in the Hollywood Hills. She designed every detail, posing for publicity shots all the way. Falcon Lair, Rudy called it, and planted orange trees in the garden. While Natasha ordered a ballroom with marble floors. They were to move in as soon as they were married. Rudy made 2 pictures in a row in a vain attempt to pay for it. The sets and costumes were by Natasha. He never wore a 2-pants suit and always wrote with a feather. The day after he shot this scene for Blood and Sand in a bull ring in Mexico, Jake drove all the way back to Hollywood to see me. Well, not exactly to see me.
Here, Rudy doesn't trust Western Union.
Thanks, but no thanks. Could you hand me that dictionary?
We have to get a shorter language, you know. He sent me all the way up from Mexicali to deliver this invitation.
I'm sorry.
I'll leave it here. Maybe you'll change your mind.
No chance.
When they finish shooting tomorrow, he's not even going to change costume. He's going to marry Natasha in his bullfighter outfit.
How appropriate. Death in the afternoon.
So what do I tell him?
Tell him I'm too busy packing.
Do you want me to tell him why?
Why do you think?
Because Natasha has bad-mouthed you all over town. You're leaving Hollywood because you can't get another job.
You tell him that, and I will cut your heart out if I can find it. Now, will you get out?
You know, you don't fool me.
You don't fool me either. Did he send you, or was it all your idea?
You might be able to keep him from making another mistake.
He is a big boy now.
Okay. Natasha said you didn't have enough manners to show up.
That beast. You tell her I got more damn manners in my little finger than she's got in her whole body. Now, get out!
You know...
Well, you shut up or I'll trade you in for a goldfish. Oh, my God. You're starting to look Italian.
run for the border, you can still make it. She's got a furlong and a half to go.
Isn't she beautiful?
Can you run in that outfit?
It was your idea, the Matador costume.
Yeah, sure. It's great publicity for the picture. Unless someone figures out which one's the bull.
Ante mí, el oficial del registro civil de esta ciudad.
Buenas tardes.
Buenos tardes. The hotel is closed today.
Well, I have an invitation to the hanging.
Bien. Abre.
Arriba! I was a very good waiter.
You do everything very well. The happy bride.
Jesse, darling, come talk to me.
Rudy. Over there, Constance Carr, the Hollywood bombshell, wants one with you alone.
Oh, I'm flattered. I love her films. She's gonna be a very big star.
Hold on to your hat. I think she's looking to make it a double honeymoon. Miss Carr, Mr. Valentino.
Why have we never met? I'm one of your worshippers.
June!
Like I said, mazel tov.
That's tequila. You wanna kill yourself?
It did cross my mind.
Come over here.
Oh.
Thank you for coming.
Been drinking that stuff, too? You look a little sick.
I'm fine. Stop being my mother.
Don't be so touchy. I drove all the way from Los Angeles. I had 2 flat tires. That's why I'm late. Cost me 200 pesos to get them fixed. Not sure if that means I was robbed.
You were.
I just wanted to tell you that I saw your last picture. It's very good. Even the sets were sensational. I hear this one is too, so I guess I was wrong about her. She has talent and she has taste. And I hope it'll be a very happy marriage for her. Good luck.
That's all? 2 flat tires for that?
You don't think that was a big thing?
It was a very big thing. Come and meet the bride.
I really don't think I'm up to that. Besides, I have to get back. Selling my house. Moving to God's country. Flatbush Avenue, Brooklyn.
Ben it's true you haven't had an assignment in a year.
I'll kill that chick.
June, can I help? How much money do you need?
From you? You couldn't buy a chicklet without a co-signer.
I'm managing.
Sure. 2 Rolls Royces, you haven't paid for either of them. Big house you can't finish. You want a piece of advice you probably won't take.
There's no way to stop you from getting it.
Remember why you left Italy. Per avere dignità. Don't ever let it take that away from you.
June, I can't let you go like this.
Yes, you can.
What is it you really want?
You know, I finally figured it out. Exactly 2 boys and a girl. I think I have a better chance in Brooklyn. There are no movie stars there. Most of the women look like me.
I hate discussing business at a time like this.
Force yourself.
I'm only telling you what Rudy wants.
I never saw an actor yet didn't go broke trying to pick his own stories.
That's why I'm going to choose them for him.
Surprised me. Who's going to design all the sets
And the costumes.
and cast the actors?
Well, if my husband wants me to.
You know, if we could teach you to ride a camel, why do we need him at all?
Maybe we don't.
Congratulations, Rudy. Congratulations. Your bride tells me you want me to give her my studio as a wedding present.
What's it all about?
Oh, darling, I don't know how it all got started. I was just telling Jesse the things
This is not the time to discuss business.
You're absolutely right. We have a contract. You're going to stick with it. After all, Abraham Lincoln didn't free the Italians.
We never needed it.
Look, I just checked with the bank. You're 200 grand in the hole on that cockamamie castle you're building her.
Don't worry, I'll get the money.
Not for me, Rudy. Not for me. Not a chance. I'll find some bum, give him a fancy name like they did this Raymond Navarro, make the same kind of pictures without all these headaches.
Okay, go ahead. Try it, because I'm through.
I didn't say positively.
Jesse, you're a smart guy. All I want is to control my own life.
So you get married?
Why not?
Okay. Okay, you want approvals? Stories, sets, casts? You got it.
Thanks.
Jesse, you'll never regret this.
You're damn right. He gets to approve. I didn't say anything about you. From now on, you'll have nothing to do with any of his pictures. You will not call me on the phone because I won't answer it. And you're also barred from the set. Make up your mind. I think it's the most wonderful contract I ever heard of. May your marriage last 1,000 years.
You've been waiting so long.
I'm glad you decided to wait until after we were married.
Old-fashioned.
Beautifully old-fashioned.
I saw this in a movie once.
Did you see that in a movie, too?
Even the roses. But the rest of tonight is my own.
What are you going to tell Jesse?
This is not the time to discuss it. Huh?
Darling, there really isn't anything to discuss, is there?
Natasha, you're my wife now. You don't have to work anymore. I just want to see if I could stand on my own.
Rudy, you need someone with my kind of taste around.
Let's not talk about it tonight.
Darling, you can't make it on your own. You tried, remember?
Natasha, this is our honeymoon.
That horrible Mexican music.
Come here.
I don't want to disappear.
But you're my wife now.
I'm an artist. I wasn't made to make babies.
What do you mean? Why did you marry a Catholic if you didn't want to have babies? You always knew I want to have children.
Rudy, no more charades, darling. It isn't necessary now. Why do you think I married you? You don't believe that I thought you didn't touch me all that time out of respect. That went out with the Crusades.
It's the truth.
Rudy, dear, dear Rudy. Nothing was going to happen tonight, and you know it. You're as relieved as I am. Darling, I told you we'd find out about each other. We have. We'll love each other in our own way. We'll lead separate lives. It'll work. a modern marriage. It will work. We'll do the one thing we do so well together, my darling. We'll make films. That's our romance.
Why can't June Mathis get a job in Hollywood anymore?
How should I know?
Guess.
Perhaps because she's a terrible screenwriter. Her ideas for The Sheik would have made it even worse trash than it was.
Who said so?
I said so. I told everybody. Why, was she here today? I didn't see her.
She was.
What has she got to do with our lives, anyway?
It's one of the reasons something's gonna happen tonight.
Oh, Rudy, stop faking it. Everybody knows what you are. Even the little kids in the street are singing it. Oh, he's the freak of Araby. His love belongs to me.
Natasha went to Paris to file for divorce, and I went to Brooklyn. As for Rudy, he wasn't alone for long. Jake fixed him up with Constance Carr, the Hollywood bombshell, claiming the publicity would be good for both of them. The back of Rudy's head made all the front pages. There were rumors about Valentino and half the leading ladies in Hollywood. No one knew what the truth was, except that Rudy was on his own now, and somehow the pictures weren't the same. He was still riding the crest of the wave, but every film started to look like the one before, only the costumes were different. But to the whole world, he was still Rudolph Valentino. And the studio wanted to cash in on his personal popularity by sending him on a tour with his latest movie. Denver, Salt Lake City, St. Louis, Chicago, Cincinnati, Buffalo. It was a back-breaking schedule. He was on his way to New York City when the strain began to tell.
You look like you just went about 8 rounds with Dempsey. Maybe there's a doctor on the train.
No, don't bother. It's just a pain in the gut. Let me know.
Rudy Valentino, I can't believe it. Would you sign my name?
Listen, lady, he's had a long day.
Where would you like it? Under the soup or under the fish?
Under the dessert, of course. Mr. Valentino, I'll keep this right next to my heart.
How?
It's our public.
Yeah, but maybe she would have shown us. Now, look, get a lot of rest. We got about 19 interviews when we hit New York.
Did you locate June?
Yeah, I phoned her from Chicago. She wouldn't accept the call.
Why did you give her your right name? Send her a wire. I've got to see her.
All right. Now, you take care of yourself, you hear? Anything happen to you, I might have to go back to work.
God forbid. Who's that? Who are you?
I'm a fan. I sneaked on the train to Buffalo.
How did you get in here?
I did a favor for the conductor.
You can do one for me by leaving.
Oh, I will. I promise I will. I'll be out of here in an hour and a half.
What's your name?
It doesn't matter. I know yours.
That's very flattering. Now, get yourself a bird. I'll pay for it.
Oh, what's the matter with yours? Oh, I want to tell my friends I slept with Valentino.
You can tell them you did.
No, I didn't. Oh, please, I'm almost fainting. Please.
Now, you go out of here and get the conductor to send the wire to your mother.
No.
Here is some money.
No. Money? No. What's the matter? I'm not some dumb movie star.
No, please, be a good girl now.
No.
Be a good girl.
I hated your last picture.
Okay, all right.
It's over. It's done.
All right.
It's done.
I need some rest now, please.
You haven't made a good picture since Blood and Sand.
All right. You work for the New York Times, huh? Come here.
You want the truth? You better make a good picture soon. You really better. And on top of that, I bet you're a lousy lover.
You may be right. Now I need some rest.
No, I thought you were Rudolph Valentino.
For a while, so did I.
Please don't, please. No, you are nothing. You're old. Your picture stinks. You're never gonna make another good one. Wait till I tell my friends.
Will somebody get the door?
At 8:30 at the Strand Theater.
Harry, I'll call you back.
That's at 8:30?
Where you been? Rudy's been waiting.
Oh, it's lovely to see you too, Jake.
Sorry, it's a madhouse here. He's got to get down to the Strand to make an appearance. This is opening night for Son of the Sheik.
Oh, now there's an original title. I bet you thought it up.
Sorry, it's by invitation.
Haven't changed a bit, have you?
Thank you.
Stay as sweet as you are. This way, he's in the bedroom.
Jake,
Yeah.
how are you?
All right.
I'm glad.
Come on, go in. But don't upset him.
Why would I do that?
You can't help it. Just remember, he hasn't been feeling well this trip. Maybe you can get him to go see a doctor.
You got a chicken soup?
Don't argue. You're coming with us tonight.
You look terrible.
I want you at the opening of the picture.
Why, little old me? You're an international aphrodisiac. You're naming pajamas after you. I read where you were wearing slave bracelets, dating Hollywood bombshells. Come a long way since we glued back your right ear. It's coming a little loose now that your head is getting bigger.
June, please shut up and listen. I thought I could do it all by myself, but everything is slipping away. What's gone wrong with my pictures?
Well, I saw the last two. You forgot to write with a feather.
You know it's more than that.
Well, tonight's picture you stole from me. Son of the Sheik. What's the next one? Son of the Four Horsemen?
The next one is whatever you want to write for me.
I don't think I want to write anymore. For anybody. I'm not sure that I can. I sat in a room for a year and a half staring at a typewriter, and you never even called.
I called, you never answered.
Your secretary called. I don't talk to secretaries. I used to be one.
I can't make every call by myself.
Why not? I do.
Damn it. I'm asking you to write a scenario.
Did Jake tell you that I was broke?
Yes, but that has nothing to do with it.
So help me, I will kill him. I will cut his heart out, and then I will kill him.
Stop yelling.
What are you doing with that medicine?
I don't feel well, and you're not helping.
What's wrong with you?
I'm a big success now. I have an ulcer.
I'm the first boy from Castellaneta to make it. My mother would have been very proud.
I'm sorry. I only yelled because I care.
I know.
Lie down.
I'll be right. I have no time.
No, come on. Lie down on the bed. You must know how by now, or do they manage standing up in Hollywood?
You still have the watch.
Yeah, I kept up the payments.
I'll be all right. Just leave me alone for a moment.
Still want to do it all by yourself, huh?
Finally, I know I can't.
No, you don't. In all those years, you never once said, I need you. You said it to every tramp in Hollywood, but you never said it to me.
Are you coming to the theater tonight?
Is the seat free?
Of course.
What have I got to lose?
I want you to know I'm not Rudolph Valentino. My name is Rodolfo Guglielmi, immigrant from Puglia. Over that way is Ellis Island. I know. Only a few years ago I landed there. That fellow up there, I'll try to explain to you who he is. He's like all the dreams we had when we were small. An Arab sheik on a white horse, a matador laughing at death in the bull ring, a gaucho making love to all the women in Paris. You see, there is a brighter world than most of us will ever know. It exists in imaginations more romantic than even yours or mine. It makes all of us people from storybooks. Where did it come from? I think the daydream of a child who hasn't grown up yet. A child who sat alone by a typewriter and remembered words that had been written in books and find a way to turn the words into pictures that moved. All the best pictures that I made. Don't hate me for this, June Mattis. I want you to come up here. Can we get the spotlight on row G? Next to the aisle seat. Unless she's run away. June, I need you. This is Rudolph Valentino.
Gone crazy. You both all right?
Oh, God, Jake? Jake, I think he's hemorrhaging.
Here. Don't let the photographers get that.
You stop being a damn press agent. Get him to a hospital.
Polyclinic Hospital, and run over a few fans on the way.
What are you crying about?
I'm not your mother, you stupid Italian.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
I hate happy endings.
He was all of 31 years old and $500,000 in debt. The American dream. Major Bowes announced on his amateur hour where the body could be viewed. And the newsreel showed a breathless nation, the 90,000 people a day who fought in the rain for a chance to see him in his unpaid-for coffin. Rudolfo Guglielmi had finally done something all by himself. And everybody came to his picnic. The fairy tale was over. He never finished Falcon Lair, and he never bought the Orange Grove. But a dozen crooners sang his epitaph.
The stars that shine above